Hello, guys. Good evening. You welcome to the program Web Watch on Flip TV. We are here to look at topics, reports online on social media, and give our own conversations on it. I'm Christian Chika. With me is honorable ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome to WebWatch. I'm Zubi Glad.
You're welcome to WebWatch. I'm Olajide Olamide.
How you feel?
Yeah, I know.
Now you name me.
I noticed one thing. Our woman leader here is becoming a politician, a thoroughbred politician, and her analysis on point. In Lagos this morning, I was just feeling the groove. She was just hitting it.
Yeah,
on
she
the
was
point,
eating
especially with the
meal,
motherland,
yeah.
fatherland issue.
Interesting.
Okay, moving on. We have the president-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Reports are he's off to receive medical attention. Where is the place?
Europe.
Europe.
He
is
said
Allegedly.
maybe they said France or UK.
Yeah, okay. And looking at the stress he had gone through the presidential and governorship elections, that's the report we have today. At this point in time, okay, we are looking at Abia State and Enugu State. The coalition center has started. The coalition has started in Abuja. And we are looking at the fact that why taking the result collation from the states to Abuja, probably there's something that the INEC chairman wants to tell us that we don't know. But currently, there are reports that Abia is being called out, and we are looking forward to a Labour Party victory because the local government there, Bingwa, is in contest. 26,730 accredited voters, and we're having 9,000 for the PDP. And for the Labour Party, we have a little over 3,000. From there, we are moving towards other reports. This morning, the suit filed by the Labour Party presidential candidate at the just concluded elections, and also the PDP candidate Atiku Abubakar. We are looking at that and many others. Let's start with the Senate President slot. Oji Okalu has said he's going to Emilokon. I know that it is Bola Ahmed Tinubu, according to Obasanjo, that coined that word, Emilokon. Before now, there was no word like, is it true?
Yeah, Emilokon is not just in the political space. Yeah.
Okay, Emilokon for the Southeast. Okay, let's look at that. What do you think? Should Bola Ahmed Tinubu be inaugurated or be sworn in? Sworn in. I want to say swear for. Should be sworn in by May 29 or June 12. I don't know, it's one of the dates. They shifted Democracy Day.
It's May 29.
Okay.
May 29th. Then they are looking, the Southeast, they are fighting for the Senate position. What do you think?
Well, I don't think it should resort to fighting or something for the Senate president position. And I think the president-elect, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, would actually want to, because he said his government is not based on what's it called, ethnicity, or to bring everybody to carry along people or something, or ethnic stuff like that. He said it's based on competence. That if you're competent, regardless of your tribe or anything, just come forward, then you'll be given the mantle of leadership or something. So I think on the other hand, it would only be diplomatic enough for APC to cede the Senate presidency to the Southeast, and it would be between Oji Okalu and Dave Umahi. So any one of the two people should be able to clinch the seat.
What do you think?
Honestly speaking,
I know what's in her mind. She not even saying all those people say, you know what, well, like you said, competence. If you are looking at competence,
who is competent enough actually?
According to what the APC
As far as I'm
chieftain
concerned,
said,
I'm sorry to say, the former governor of Abia State, that's Senator Oji Uzo Carlo. I like him actually. I like him because when he was Abia State governor, he tried to an extent. Before he handed over to Theodore Ahamefula Oji, who came and scattered something. But honestly speaking, when you talk about competence, please, Mazi Oji Uzo Carlo probably should be just go sit down somewhere, because if you should ask me, David Umahi is far better. Yes.
Why? How?
Because David Umahi worked, and he's still working in a boring state. His works are visible. Abakaliki is very okay, like very beautiful today because of David Umahi. Even though two of them, both Umahi and Oji Uzo Carlo, they have flaws.
Yeah.
They have flaws. These people, in fact, Otti Okalu is one of the reasons why Abia State is where it is today. Otti Okalu and the mother is a politician. You know, the two of them, they decide who becomes governor and who doesn't rule Abia State. As at when I know, for now I don't really know if, and that is why as it stands now, Abia State people are saying no, we are tired of this, all this game that you guys have been playing with us all this while. So someone like that everybody know, and even me as a young child, you know, I got to know about the whole thing, and even now I can speak about it like this. So I don't really know. See, this whole thing when you talk about competence, even the people say that are looking for competent people, are they competent enough? That's the question.
It's not the people that are looking for competence. It is the president-elect. And the competence he is talking about.
Even the people looking for competence, are they competent enough?
How do I measure a competent Senate president? It's someone that can carry people along, because as a Senate president, you're going to be dealing with like 109 senators.
Yeah.
You know, these are former Senate President Ahmed Lawan. He was like a stooge to the president. He didn't have a say of his own.
How many of them have had their own
Saraki and Buhari. Saraki showed Buhari Pepe.
And because they were not in the same party.
First 4 years.
You
Because they
understand?
were
That's
not
because
in
they are
the same
not in the same
party.
political party.
And now I think these ones are in the same political party. So it will be more or less like a friendship thing.
So whoever the Senate, for me personally, let me say my own point. What constitutes the election of the APC? For me, I think it is not going to bring out credibility. The foundation, for me, it's not okay. I don't think anything that will come out from it. You see, like the Bible we read, it said, if the foundation be destroyed,
What can the righteous do?
if you come through a process that is not excellent, you shouldn't, like that is Peter B. If you build a house on a foundation, a faulty foundation, a foundation of furious electoral malpractices, voter suppression, ballot snatching, forgery, corruption, everything, do you expect to succeed on that mandate? No, you don't expect. You are building on something, so that thing, you draw your strength with that thing. So from, like when they started with Buhari, people were supporting Buhari, like they said all sort of things the first 4 years. Now 8 years down the line, what are we seeing? We are seeing someone that never, they say he did very well, infrastructure, the railway. I want to ask a question: how many Nigerians used the railway in the past 3 months?
Well,
in the past weeks?
I wouldn't know, because I've not even used it before.
Even the same railway, there was an attack.
No,
There was an attack.
Yeah, they traveled from Kaduna to Abuja. They used like 6 months. For
6 months.
Yes. When they kidnapped them, they stayed in they stayed how many months?
Did they go to Abuja, or they went back home?
Did they even get there? You know, a lot of things happened, and some people lost their lives. I remember that medical doctor. You know, that was her papers, everything was ready for her to leave the country, and then she just died just like that.
Oh.
And
you know,
I think if we are going to choose from the cacophony, the cabinet of the APC, I think between Otti Okalu and Umahi, Otti Okalu is a better person, because it's somebody that can play the politics in the house, unlike Umahi, who has been a governor. Otti Okalu is more experienced senator.
Exactly.
Otti Okalu started a party.
So
he won under the party.
Where is the party today?
Otti Okalu brought 2 governors.
Okay. Where is the party today? He
No,
started
I'm
the
talking
party.
about
That is, I know the party,
you know,
PPA.
Yeah.
Where is the party?
You know, when we're talking about the House of Senate, now it's not your ability to, you know, govern people or, you know, carry out projects. It's your ability to understand politics, because it's not only your people that are there. We have other people from the PDP and from other parties as well. So you have to be able to outsmart them. There are some people there from other parties that will be hell-bent. They can say that this project is okay. It will make things move forward, but they don't want that particular administration to take the glory.
See, I don't know.
They will try to clamp down on it.
Someone who can, in broad daylight, watch his people killed, watch kidnapping take place, watch armed robbery take place, and then he can't do anything about it. Very in Abia State, as at 2006, 7, 8, 9. See, I was still in secondary school. I was in my junior second, as a matter of fact, and I can remember the story. Like, I knew exactly what happened. It got to some point we were sleeping in the bush, and this is the regime when Theodore Ahamefula Oji, that's the person that Otti Okalu brought to govern Abia State.
Okay.
And you know that these people, once you bring something, just like the passing governor of Abia State now, okay, they take instructions from their godfather.
Okay.
You know, so that kind of person who couldn't tame the violence and the killings and kidnappings and the act of criminality that was happening in his own state, and you're coming out to be, I don't even know how you represent the region where you're coming from properly.
Whether Umahi or Umahi under Umahi, people were killed. So,
Yeah.
so many people were even
Both
killed
of
more
them.
under Umahi than even.
See that I was in Abia State. I know exactly what I'm saying. We were
Yeah.
sleeping inside the bush.
Both under Umai and the Oji
I'm talking about
lives were
Abia
lost.
State, like
Yes or no?
one of my best friends, as a matter of fact, that was when the elder brother was killed. They came to their house, knocked at the door, he came out, they shot him on his stomach, intestine came out. We saw it. That was a horrible
But that
experience as a young child
does not
growing up.
disqualify him from being
Does not
Senate
disqualify.
president.
Someone who those things happened in your own watch under the person that you say you
Wait,
brought
but the
out,
other person
and you
as
couldn't
well.
do anything about it.
The other person as well. It's not as if he has, a very clean slate as well too.
I'm talking about someone that can work, because I'm not. I like
This
all
one
these
is
kind
not.
of-
You're not a
matter of
governor
fact.
when you are the Senate president. You are the 003 of Nigeria. So you'll be doing more of politics. You'll be playing more of games than more of going to the street to carry out infrastructure.
Yes,
projects
after
or
the same person
something.
that completed, and the vote was even void because it touched a different line. How wish the person will actually know what he's going there for. I'm just asking.
Okay. Well.
Okay, let's move on. Emefiele apologizes to Nigerians over online transaction failure.
Apologize.
Yes.
Who needs his apology? Nobody needs
He's
anybody's
the central
apology.
bank governor.
The right
We are spending
apology
much more
is
money now. I want to withdraw 2,000. I'm paying 400 to 500 naira to get all night just to get 2,000 naira. And at the end of the day, I'll be having 1,600. What I want to buy is more than that. What will I now do? I'm coming out to apologize. We don't need it.
we don't need the apology.
Right now, because the deed has been done already. Everybody's
exactly.
aggrieved.
So the
No, at
only
least that's something
apology
you can say so as to calm people down.
The only
you don't need to-
apology now
is that
is to
just
make
let us go
money.
back to the start.
No,
Just bring back money to
Let-
the system
thank you.
and
Let
let
there
everything
be
go back to
circulation of
the way it
naira.
was.
Then we will understand that you are truly sorry. The whole thing has gone
Exactly.
back to normal. Not whereby cash is still very scarce to see,
But
and
you're
you're coming out to
saying
apologize. So
you're
what are you
Is
saying?
it sorry you will take to the POS guys to withdraw
And those guys
to
are
withdraw
cashing out.
100,000
They are
for
cashing out big
15k?
time.
No, now it doesn't make sense.
So I don't think this government at this point in time that is going out, they know what is happening, what people are going through. You can't tell me sorry. When if you see interest rate now, they've increased it to 20%.
18%. Okay, 18%.
Now you are telling sorry and you're increasing interest rate. It's just like these people, you are crying. They will be beating you.
They are
They'll
flogging
tell
you
you
and they're
sorry.
telling you sorry. Don't cry. They are still flogging you.
You're feeling mad.
No, they're not even telling you, man. They're telling you,
My
don't
younger
cry,
sister,
don't
those
cry.
like, if I beat her, I'll be telling her sorry. I'll be telling her sorry. That.
It's just an
To
act of
pain her.
wickedness. It's an
Pain
act
her.
of wickedness.
So I think all these people, they should just carry their log and just pack and leave that place, because they are constituting nuisance where they are. And you are saying you are sorry for online transactions. We know, we have said it before.
I made a
that-
transfer yesterday. The money left my account, and the person I made transfer to was not credited. Only for me to go back today and check my account, but the money came back to my account, and I did not get notified.
Voila. Let's move on. I finished my earthly ministry. It's time to go to God. That is what the major.
If he says you want to go, who are we to say you should not go?
I am the war. I'm the fight. I'm the
Is it
that
that
boast.
No, there are some powers you have not
He
used.
came out to later debunked that he didn't say that.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
Wait.
who has said it on his
The one we heard, with the video we saw, who was there?
You know, in Nigeria, even if you are being seen in a kind of video, many people will debunk it. Even if you are seeing the person like this, and this is you now, they'll say no, it's not me. The video has been
How
doctored.
can two people look alike like this?
They will tell you that the video has been doctored.
Wait, on
it's
this
just
Emefiele
normal.
matter, people are taking it serious. Rolly in 2009 say, you know, go better for you, Emefiele.
Oh my god.
You know what people are going through? There's one lady. I know this one go get money. He was asking me, please, do you have 200 naira?
Damn.
It's because of this cash thing.
200 naira cash.
She wanted to go to beggar. Please, do you have 200 naira? You see, lady, don't say this one.
She get money
Where before I did. Yes, this policy has turned people to, I don't know.
to beggars.
I don't know. One lady came in front of our house because there's a POS person in front of our house. Came in front of our house. You just park car. Come on. Say, I beg, can I get 1,000 naira?
Ah, damn.
He parked car in front of the house. Came down.
In this policy, nobody will be big man.
I swear,
Nobody
everybody got
be
day
big man.
on the same level.
As
If you get money, you get money for your pocket.
Cashless policy.
You get money for your bank account too. You don't get for pockets.
you know.
But PS people,
You even have money in your account. You can't do
can't
anything. The money you just check your balance. You check balance. Care. Is there a network to check balance? Check balance. They will send you the message after 2 days. That it happened to me.
If you are sending anything to anybody, you write pending. Like if you send any evidence, now pending they always there. You know they say go. It's always pending. Then after some time, we now get. So we know that this cashless policy was not going to work because we are not ripe for the policy yet. The technology we have is not ripe for it. I don't know why Emefiele is doing this thing.
See, it's not as if we can't do it or it cannot work. It's because they didn't make it work. It's just like the beavers. Beavers is a very good machine. You know, it's a good development, but did they allow it to take its course? That's just it.
Somebody say Emefiele should prefer for jail after his tenure.
If they want us to go back to maybe, you know, what's it called, cashless policy era or something, where is our 100 naira note? Where is our 200 naira note? Highest currency, it should be 200 naira, 100 naira. Nobody will teach you to do transfer.
Do you know
By the time you go to the bank and you want to withdraw about 50,000 and you are carrying poly bag, you won't want to be, you know now, you just feel like, let me just take small amount.
Some were doing trade by barter. You know, in my compound, I remember my neighbor coming to ask me, say, please, like this. I have rice, please, do you have Gary? I
saw a particular video and Aboki man selling provision. He went to the woman selling food with 3 sachets of Ariel, 300 naira. Now, in exchange, took rice and this.
You know,
so they exchange.
They exchange, trade by barter. So me I cannot buy person over there in this country. Oh
so I know many people are angry with Emefiele, but do you think there's any offense that will take him to jail with this policy?
Well, this is Nigeria. You know, the EFCC chairman for so many times now have been, would I say, sentenced or something, but we all know that he's still in his office now.
I'm sorry to say, if Emefiele should be sentenced, then INEC chairman should likewise be sentenced.
You say what?
Yes, because I don't even know who committed more
Wait, if Emefiele is being sentenced, then what should we do to INEC chairman?
You sensitize him.
You sanitize.
No, not sanitize. I don't even know, like, more than sentence.
You sensitize him.
No, sensitize is still okay. Sensitize is to make someone to be awakened and be. No, you sentence.
Sensitize.
I don't know how to put it. You know.
Man, looking at it, an INEC chairman under the government of the APC would not go to jail.
Oh, well, that's
but
true.
An INEC, a CBN governor under the government of APC must go to jail.
Go land in jail.
So that's the difference, because you know the presidential candidate of the APC spoke against it, and they were all bitter against INEC. They were all like
against Emefiele.
So I think Emefiele. Let's see what happens at the end of Buhari's tenure. Probably you hand over for UK.
I don't think anything will happen to him.
No, something will happen to him.
I don't think so.
No, something will happen to him.
Because they are also in the same.
Meanwhile, this man didn't just come up to. I believe before he takes any decision, he has to pass through some people, right?
Exactly. So we can't just fire him.
Those people will not be relevant after.
He is actually answerable to some people, which they know about. They know. So instead of you facing him directly, just face his Oga. Because we actually answer to someone like, Oga, these people say I should give them, or should I give them? The Oga says no.
Someone like El-Rufai was attacking Emefiele, knowing that he knows there's somebody that gives that instruction.
Who appointed Emefiele and CBN government?
I say someone like El-Rufai is going to be part of this government. You think that those ones will just sit down there and look at him?
No.
Somebody say for contempt of court, yes, he can be jailed. For disobeying court order, you can be jailed.
How many people have been jailed in the past?
I say this Emefiele. Okay. The government if the government is inaugurated or they swear in the government May 29.
Like I don't understand.
May 29. I think Emefiele is going to go to jail. They might even increase the jail twice. Yeah, they will double date the jail.
Well, personally, I can't see that coming.
We actually fast forwarding a lot of things, forgetting that there is an issue already on ground, and I believe that issue is going to determine who becomes Nigeria's president. Okay,
the court case. Let's look at the Obi's court case, the litigation at the election tribunal. That is something that people are talking about now. Everybody is now a barrister.
Of course, social media barrister.
You see a person they quote section for constitution.
Just like you did today, I was like, because I said section 36, subsection, boom, paragraph B. I was like, my God. I'll go
When you need not to Barrister Christian Chukwu.
Barrister Christian Chukwu.
I mean, no, they put that Chukwu. Just only Christian.
Okay, Barrister Christian, SAN,
Barrister Christian Esquire.
OMO,
MON. GCFR.
GCFR.
CBN. I beg no put INEC.
INEC.
Yes,
Oh my God. Oh, ICC. Everything put together.
Hey, God,
But
dude.
seriously, this no matter what happens though, this 2023 election, presidential election, as a matter of fact, or the general election, is an eye opener because majority of us, the youth, but even me, we got we became aware. Yeah, we got enlightened about the happenings in the Nigerian politics, and it's a good development. I like it.
Okay, as we move on, let's look at other reports now. But looking at let's still stay on this P2B report, the court case. Many people are interpreting the court case, and you know one thing about English. English is very cunning.
Yeah.
English is a language. When you say or and, that you can't see, but you can't see people they bring a dictionary to explain just two words or and. The 25% in FCT is something that has been debated. Former Chief Justice of Nigeria, Ondaka, there's one man, he's former Chief Justice during Jonathan's regime. He could not really explain in details that 25% February FCT. There are so many explanations to that. So that is part of the case they took to court that APC did not get to get 25%. I think they got 20% of the Federal Capital Territory. And also they have this thing about, the Chicago school he went certificate. We're saying that allegation that he submitted a fake certificate. That section of the Constitution deals with certificate forgery. If you have presented a forged certificate, you are not eligible to run as a president. So they are looking at his eligibility. They're not looking at the election.
The election process again.
So it's either they disqualify him and place a rerun, or they should declare him P2B.
Can an international body disqualify him?
No, the international body does not need to disqualify him. The international body are coming to as a witness.
Okay.
So if you ask somebody, Tinubu, which schools do you go to? Say Chicago University. How are you going to confirm? You should not go to Chicago.
You will go to
So
Chicago
those people are coming to the court to testify whether the certificate is true or not, is forged or not. So it is a means whereby we now get the real story.
Now, after getting the story, if the court now still, elongate the whole process, and they are still trying to look for another way.
In this case, the judiciary is on trial. Why do I say they are on trial? They are the ones that are facing trial like this. Any judgment they give, they will now show that they are breaching the Constitution.
So what will be the consequences of them breaching the Constitution?
I think what will be the consequences, I don't know if the Labour Party and the Obedience can push it towards that end. If somebody but if Supreme Court gives a verdict that is seen to be against the Constitution, then I think it's a protest.
Well, what I would just say is that we have it in the news now that Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, that is in the US or maybe France or something. I don't think he would have gone there for a medical trip, because for them to have brought out this
like,
case,
this man.
I don't think you have to think like a politician now. He wouldn't have gone there for a medical trip, not even this time.
At this time,
because they have actually, this case is not about the election process anymore now. It's not about his case in the US. So it will only be normal for a politician to be ahead of his opponent by going there first, to see a way by which he can actually influence these people. If they can, we can say, okay, we have the US, the UK, they are top nations, but it's not as if the corruption rate there is 0%. There is also a level of corruption there. If they are not corrupt, you won't find any word like corruption in the dictionary. So they are actually corrupt too. So to some extent, if he can actually buy his way out too, or influence them, probably, by presenting a kind of huge offer or something to them. What if that kind of case comes up?
The thing
if the DEA or the CIA confirms that Tinubu was involved in a drug deal, was convicted of drug dealing, was a drug baron, what do you think this record will say? So the witnesses that yes, he did so he's a drug. So the judge will now say it's a lie.
You know, all these people, they are also human beings as well, and they can be influenced.
CIA.
They can be brought over.
CIA.
See, all these people, they have people they are answerable to. And we all know that they are actually, it's like neo-colonialism. They have what they are gaining here. And this person is the president-elect.
My opinion
so
in this
they have I just believe that there's nobody who does not have a price.
Yes.
And it's not as if they are not corrupt over there. Because our politicians here, they steal money from here. They go there. Those people know there that they stole money. But they will collect this money from there, invest this money into their own economy, and they'll be doing fine. Why didn't they send them back that they should return the money to Nigeria economy?
See, my opinion in
so that's why I don't even trust them as well.
My opinion in this whole thing is this, because since this whole thing, because the presidential election is almost 1 month now that the election was conducted.
Yeah, almost 1 month.
And then youth wanted to protest, the obedient people wanted to protest and all of that. People came out to tell them that they shouldn't protest, that they should calm down. And I also heard someone say something that this man, P2B, is not really someone, he looks very calm, but he's very, very calculative. Yeah. He would have known that, okay, if I do this, they will come from this way. They would have, believe you me, in my own opinion though, I think that this man, he must have seen this whole thing coming, probably would have planned, this is how it's going to play out, so let me do it this way. You understand? When I saw that report too, that the president-elect just jetted to Europe yesterday night, and then according to reports we got from Sahara reporters, they said they couldn't track the aircraft he went on rather, but then believe me, he might try to buy his way out. That's if he's guilty. If he's actually guilty, he might try to buy his. But the truth is, you cannot buy everybody. You can't buy everybody.
That's why I'm saying something. That's why I was asking you that. Is there a higher authority than the Supreme Court that can force them to do something?
And that thing is this: the international
and can the international body supersede the Supreme Court?
They are watching.
Even if they are watching,
what they need is just an evidence. They are not going. They're not coming here. What they need to do is not to testify.
You see, during the NSAS, we were calling on the International Criminal Court. They should intervene, they should do this, they should do that. It happened truly. We had, I think Daily Faratimi came out to say that they actually paid, that Lagos State government have actually paid about 300 million or something. I'm not really sure, but I think I saw the video though, I'm not sure. That they used it to compensate those people. You know, they denied at first. And we were calling on to the international community, criminal court, that they should wade into the matter. Did they come? There's nobody that's coming to save Nigeria. Because their hands are not even clean as well.
Already. One is certificate forgery, which anybody can actually maneuver that. But the drug case is actually a big one, because from what we know, where is Abia today? He was
might tell you that
Hush Puppy too. I don't think that these people, they take drug case lightly.
They might tell you that he was just wrongly accused. See, they'll just come up with a kind of means of just diverting all these things. That's why I don't even trust any of them. Personally, they are not clean as well.
I really want to know how this whole thing will play out, because the world is watching.
If they cannot supersede the actions of the Supreme Court, then it's just like, even if they say, okay, he was there, he was part of it, okay, he forged the certificate, who are we going to call on to say,
somebody
okay,
saying that Obi should go and rest? There are things you can't change, and this presidential election is
because it's just as if all the old judicial system has been bought in some people's pockets, and they can't even say the
No, this is how it works. The reason why they said the Supreme Court is the last resort of the common man is because so far the Supreme Court have given judgment, let me say, that they have not really compromised so far since the history of democracy. They have not compromised to like 90%.
Supreme Court that gave Machina winning that he didn't participate in.
Machina. It's on the basis of technicalities. When I say technicalities, now even the Labour Party government candidates. Okay. There was somebody. Our married D was the real person that won that, but there's a letter which he said he agreed that anybody emerges. Okay. So that is technicality. Already Machina they had an agreement.
We were told that they had an agreement.
How
do you want to know if
you should have come out to dispute that? The Machina himself.
How do we?
He didn't come out to dispute that. So let's just agree that that's the truth. So on technicalities, the only way the APC can have their way is when the Labour Party don't have enough to prove their case in court. But if you have the evidences, that's why they waited for like many days, INEC
what I'm saying
somehow
is that-
delayed
what
in giving
I'm saying
them
is that, okay,
the
let's
access
say-
to beavers.
See,
Even
what I'm
giving
saying
them
is
like
that-
they are supposed to like grant them access to about how many states? I think 30
That
something
is
states.
28 or 20.
This,
And they only
see,
granted them access to 2 states. So that's
see,
that,
I
that one
understand.
alone on the,
I
on-
understand
by
what
the
you guys.
side.
I understand what you are saying perfectly. But if after they present all the evidences and the Supreme Court still continue to elongate this case, what will be the solution?
I
The
don't
final
know.
solution.
I don't know what will happen.
And if they should say, okay, people start protesting now, they might even end up arresting Peter Obi that he has instigated the people against the country. And something else will happen.
I'm
The military
not-
might wade into the matter.
I'm not a.
So it's just like a
I'm
very
not-
dicey game to play.
I'm not a barrister. I'm a social media lawyer. So I'm not. I didn't go to law school, so I don't know what will happen. I just know that whatever happens, this is going to be an interesting case, and
It's going to be very interesting.
learn a lot from the way Nigeria.
Because we're already learning.
I think even if the people don't get justice or something, they would actually know that, okay, now we have all the evidence, but they just refuse not to answer us. Maybe
You
that
know,
would just be the consolation prize.
I did a report on Bayo Ononuga. He said that what Peter Obi is doing now, like he's seeking for the annulment of the candidacy of the president-elect. You know, and he said that's the same thing that IBB did to MKO Abiola in 1993. Never even bomb me.
So I don't want to listen to Onanuga. Hence, he put out a tweet saying that Igbos in Lagos should not never
intervene
in
Lagos
Lagos.
politics.
From there, Keyamo, I don't take them serious again.
Well, it's not as if I don't take them serious, but I understand what they are doing. You know, when you are being contracted to do a particular job, you have to do it. Even
At
if
the
you
expense of people's lives.
even if you would, you know
At
what
the
you
expense of people's lives.
you know what
See,
you
this
are
country,
supposed to do.
We joke a lot, honestly.
Wait
We do
first,
the joke for this country.
you know what you're supposed to do before you even take up this job at all. You could have told them, you could have even told them that I can't do this job. Let me just go home. But you took it and they are paying you, so you have to defend, even if you look stupid. That's just what they have signed up for. So it's not as if they are still not intelligent. But when they are defending these people, they are paymasters. Even if they will look stupid, they have to defend them.
Do you know one thing about lies?
They are by hook.
Do you know
by
one thing
hook.
about lies? Lies is very good though, but it will get to a point
You find it hard to defend.
you find it yeah.
You even look more stupid here.
If someone can tell you
in
that
your head, you will not be like
two
you know,
mistakenly enter someone else's compound.
and you know how stupid that lie
on
looks
live
like.
on live.
And the man didn't even laugh at all.
And you know that everybody be like,
Rufai was
wow,
Rufai-
even like Mohammed is better right now. You know, it was an open lie.
If they can lie that
So
their snake swallowed
I won't
36
take
million.
it serious on that issue. We are looking at saving democracy. We are looking at things because when Buhari started disobeying court orders, everybody followed. So if we don't do the right thing, many people are watching you. Look at what happened at government election. All the incumbents wanted to rig because somebody has set a
Because
precedent.
it has become a norm. It has become a norm in Nigeria.
So we are attacking the process whereby people get to power. Imagine like Abia State. Alex Otti has been declared winner.
Really?
Yes, has been officially declared winner.
We actually
I think I like that story.
congratulations. We got a call from someone in the morning among the callers, and Miss Gladys here, but she said something that that aside all the old court cases and something like 21 people lost their lives during the election. What has the government been able to do to it? What have they been doing to it?
That is
21 people.
Which
Like
government?
this present government and all the aspirants, that they're not even talking about those people that lost their lives. 21
Is it
people.
Buhari you're talking about?
All the old aspirants, Tinubu, Peter Obi, Atiku, Kwakwanso, all of them, said they are not even, nobody is even talking about it at all.
See,
The
I don't
We
know-
only focus
I don't know-
on
I don't
the
know-
government
results.
candidate Labour Party visited those that were brutalized in Lagos.
Yes.
Just today.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are some visitations, paying hospital bills. I know that one. That is on social media. Some other people might be doing some things that is not on social media.
Okay.
So I think what is happening in Lagos, let's look at Lagos. What happened between the indigenous persons and other people, there should be a kind of reconciliation. But Atiku told Tinubu that this reconciliation I'm talking about, it is going to be hypocritical if you don't arrest MC Oluomo.
You can arrest MC Loma.
You can arrest him.
Yeah, sorry, it can arrest him, but is he
Will
going
he
to do that?
It's just like,
And even if
say
he arrests
arrest
him,
Wasi Ayinde.
even if he's going to arrest him, to just be like, you know, having a nice time or a dinner date or lunch date in DSS
And
office.
that is bad.
Just go there and catch
I believe one thing that one person said, he's a politician in this country, he said that when we as in, so you know that something is wrong and you keep protecting it, what is now the difference between the what's it called, the politicians in our country and those armed robbers on the street? There's no difference, because you rob, they rob. So why would you arrest him? Is it because he's carrying gun? Whereas you gave them the gun, they are carrying.
They don't rob.
Okay, what did you do?
Malpractice.
It's the same thing.
You're robbing the people of
You're
their
robbing the
future.
people. You're robbing the people.
And that one is even greater than
Because
some
they put
robber
on
will
their
take
head.
your phone, you get another one. But those people, they will
In
elongate.
Edo State, a lecturer snatched ballet boss.
What,
You don't hear that one?
They didn't beat him up.
Lecturer, they snatched
They just
Ballot
put
ballot
yours.
box. I know people
they
they
beat
get
him
you
up.
over head. They
They
go
beat him up.
they go wipe you.
In River State, someone snatched a ballot box. I don't know who the person is. See, they marched to his house. So people were now like, they sabi the house of the person who snatched ballot box. He won't not finish. You know, it's just so funny how you live in a particular locality. People know you. They know where you're coming from. They know everything about you, and you come out to the street and constitute nuisance. And you're thinking
We are
that
talking about
they're going
Lagos.
to let you be.
If there's going to be any reconciliation in Lagos, Atiku said Tinubu should arrest M. Solomon. I'm not saying
Even if it will be a
Solomon.
playful arrest or something,
Let's
just let
just
us
show-
show it.
Okay.
Let's show it, because I think the animosity, because me, when you go on the streets, the animosity, when people are having this conversation, usually at the bystanders, Igbo group day, the Yoruba group day, the APC group day.
Either Igbo or Yoruba.
Igbo, there is mixture
Mixture
Yoruba
in
and
the
Igbo.
APC group.
But now there's no party group, it is ethnic group. Is either you are Igbo or
You're Yoruba.
Igbo non-indigenous and indigenous.
Wow.
You can see, and when you look at your brother and you are suspecting your brother, this is the way they call it.
It's actually very bad. It's actually very bad. Because
And these guys don't know what they are causing. I don't think Yorubas are the problem. I think
Our
few
politicians
persons-
are the problem. Our
persons.
politicians are the top. You see Tinubu and Tony Elumelu, they were just, gisting, having nice time. They were not talking about maybe
see,
Igbo or
let me
Hausa.
tell you something. Sometimes I think that it is not really the
I'm even
politics.
thinking he might even become CPN governor.
I don't really think is the politicians. I'm sorry to say, but because these people, you know, the level of awareness that you have determines what you're going to do out there.
Okay.
You know, this let's take for instance MC Oluomo. You know, he's a radical person. He's a street person. And you know, sometimes if you go out there on the street, when someone does not speak the same language that you do, you think the person is threatening you.
Well.
Do you understand? So I believe that's what they that's what they don't. Okay, I saw a tweet. A Yoruba person said he was it at the polling unit? Yeah, he said he went to the polling to go and vote, but because he was dressed neatly and his English is clean, they said he should go back his Igbo.
Wow.
Yeah, I saw it on Instagram.
Whatever you're
They don't allow
saying,
him to vote.
the people
What-
that are
you know,
having these
those people-
discussions are poor people.
Exactly. The rich ones, they are just seeing this world as business.
The politicians
Anybody
that
who
don't
wins,
put
they
in the
will
fire
align with the person.
amongst the poor people and uneducated and foolish
the poor and
people.
uneducated
Those are the
See,
people fighting on
Christian,
ethnicity and everything.
Believe me,
Yeah.
see, probably the rich, the politicians, the elite, maybe they
elite.
come out like, okay, please, we wouldn't want to lose this election because of this, so we are going to try as much as we can to make sure that we did. Then, as they're talking to them, these people, because they belong to the street, they're understanding, kill them. Don't allow them to come close. You don't understand.
Yeah.
They're telling them something, they're understanding a different thing. I believe that's what is happening here, because I don't know
They are
if
telling them what they should do on the street right from the top. That's just it. There's a
Even
there's
now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Buhari alone cannot jail him. He needs the support of the fellow elite in the southeast. So
you
it
need
is
their
it
support.
is
So we
about
divide them
the
there.
political class and the people.
And the people. That's just it. Because they will just tell them
Religion. This political class are not religious.
they are never religious.
So when they play the card of ethnic, they are not ethnic.
they don't have ethnic groups.
They are not religious.
Yeah.
So they know that it is the other people, the lower ladder that are ethnic religious, that go to church, that carry it on their head. they are saying I'm Igbo Yoruba. They don't play. They use that one to control.
The people. That's why they say
What about-
religion
okay,
is opium of the masses.
The
For
lady,
real.
the lady that went to a polling unit to vote, because she was all dressed up, and she had this good command of English. They felt she was Igbo.
Now look at this thing. I actually look at. I actually.
So she actually said, doesn't that mean that people that Yorubas dress tatali?
See,
Or doesn't that mean that the people that dress mad and
See,
speak swear, they
I
are
thought
all
of something.
Igbos?
I thought during the past elections in Lagos State, the Igbos that were voting for Sanwo-Olu then, they were not seen as a threat. Yes or yes? Yes. Now because they want to vote for Gbadebo revival, they are now being seen as a threat. And what would they tell them from the top? These people want to take away your means of livelihood. That's what they tell them on the street. So what do you do to someone who wants to take away your means of livelihood? The person will fight dirty. So they would paint this kind of thing on their head. And some people go to the church and say, this Muslim ticket, it cannot work. A businessman will never open his mouth and say it. He will align with that person when he notices that you are about winning. Because he will not want his business. Because one administration can run down your entire business.
Can I tell you something?
He will just align with the winner.
Can I tell you something?
Finish.
Can I tell you something? This Muslim ticket.
Cubana chief
Let's say, take for example, Sanusi Lamido,
Okay.
the second, is a Muslim. Let's say the president-elect picked him as his running mate. Do you know that most people will not even think of his Muslim ticket?
Many people
Are you
will
aware?
think of, many people will think of it.
Majority of people, they will not reason
Many
that
will
way.
think of
But
it.
because the person that was chosen as
Many
the
people will think
president-elect,
of it.
they don't have
And even if it
in
is
quotes
Christian
or
tickets,
allegedly
many
a
people will
clean
talk.
record.
Tinubu,
So it became a
as
concern.
Tinubu is now,
Many people
if
talk
they had a
about
very
it.
strong Christian in the north that has backing,
You might have picked the person.
why Tinubu chose Shettima is because he has interests.
And majority of the Northerners, they are Muslims. So it's just calculative.
It's calculating the
It's
interest.
just
So it is
calculative.
between the masses and
And
politicians.
the politicians mainly.
Okay, let's look at Labour Party winning Abia State. After taking all the results, enter flight, go Abuja to go and declare a result of one local government. At the end of the day, Labour Party at least clinched to a state. NNPP won, Labour Party won.
Yeah.
The NNPP and Labour Party, which one is more of an upset?
Upset as well.
Like you're surprised that
You
I
can't
think
be surprised
NNPP, I'm
about.
surprised about NNPP.
I'm not
I'm not
surprised that
surprised.
NNPP
Because
won Kano
Kano is like a base.
I'm not
I'm not
surprised at
surprised.
all.
You know, I'm not surprised. I have this guy that I buy tomatoes from. They actually like 6 guys. You know, they are Hausas and they're particularly from Kano State. You know, not from Kano State.
You look like a Hausa.
Exactly, you know.
You guys are not
They like
serious.
this kind of color. A color is when you mix yellow and chocolate.
Yeah, it's chocolate yellow.
See, I would allow me to say.
Okay.
I be like
People should
chocolate.
not do this to me. Don't do this to me on this set today. You know, so those guys, there are about 6 of them. One day we went to buy tomatoes and I asked, how far now, Ali, where is your brother? He said, they have traveled. They've traveled to vote for Kwakwanso. You know, I was like, wow. So from there, this guy be like, Kwakwanso, he do a lot of things in Kano State. He the same people go school. He they do they like the man. They like him a lot. And I also
And he might be the next president.
I also heard someone say
Well,
that
He plays his
card very well
every
from
year,
the north.
there's no year that will pass that this man wouldn't send a good number of people to school. People he trains outside the country. So imagine that kind of person. He's not this religious bigot,
Is
right? He's
Kwakwanso-
not.
I have a gift. Is Kwakwanso a Muslim or a Christian?
He's a Muslim.
Okay, you don't say Muslim.
Yeah, no.
Give my 500.
No, we check it now.
Rabbi Musa Kwakwanso.
Kwakwanso. Musa.
Musa would have been Moses. To the Rabbi Moses now.
You know, all these things happening this way, and then Abia State. I'm very, very happy, particularly for Labour Party winning, not because it's Labour Party, but because of the person who won the Abia State governorship election, Mr. Alex Otti. You know, that man, he has been contesting from when I can remember.
Wow.
Even the 2019 election, we heard that he won the election, and then it was the same thing that they were trying to do now. The whole thing was being maneuvered, and then he lost, and when people were already celebrating. But the kind of celebration that we saw at this time was way bigger because Abians got tired of the PDP regime and everything. Because the sitting governor of Abia State, my brother, I don't know what happened, no, seriously speaking. He's a good man, but he didn't do his best for Abia people.
Who is the person?
Okay, so Ikbazu.
He do one flyover bridge. He used
That
the bush.
It
In the
took
whole
him-
state. Oh.
It took him
One
like
flyover
And the
how many years?
flyover bridge is from here to outside.
outside when that woman that is selling something.
Try to go to like
he did well.
He bring me there. It's just a boat. Say fly over there your village.
Funny enough, you know, about people them like say that it looks like the center table. You know, people have bad mouths. They say a lot of things. And now if you go to Aba, from a place they call Tony Mas Junction till you get to Aria, the road is nothing to write home about. I traveled home the last time. If you see the way I was behaving, Keke Mana asked me, "Oh, one name Ibi Aba. That's you don't stay in Aba." I said no. We say I no wonder. And come and see how people were marching on those like how they coping here exactly.
Okay.
You know, see, you just by this side of the road you will see dustbin that is higher than this roof. I'm not joking. And then this is a city where the sitting governor is coming out from. And then you are bringing that person to come and succeed you that is also of your own interest. And you want people to vote you again.
The last time I traveled to the village, the road, I forgot the road to my house. Like, so I had to sleep in a hotel. I don't say the hotel close to the house. Now when I wake up in the morning, I call the waka. They look the street. I can't say, like from here, 4 junctions, that is my house. As I knew, I
just left in the hotel. Just throw down. Oh God.
So the road bad. In the road, that's where dustbin is. You see them put main road. They put that thing. You used to carry that yellow thing. They put it on the road. If rain fall, that's another worst thing.
God.
See, and when people
if you watch Sit at Home, any video on Sit at Home, if they show Abia State, you now know that I'm talking about.
No, they don't need to tell you this is Abia State. Just look at it and be like, Abia. You know, they say that Abia State is the worst state in Nigeria.
It can't be the worst state.
And I'll believe it. Have you been there before?
I've not been there before.
Okay.
Abia is not the worst. But you go to Umuahia. Umuahia, the roads are perfect. Like
Abia is the capital of Abia is
not fine because that's the capital of Abia State. So do you expect them to leave it to like one
is that Aba side? That Aba is on that thing.
Since the creation of Abia State, and Ungwa man have never ruled Abia State before. And then here comes an Ungwa man and they voted for him so well, hoping that, okay, even if you don't do anything, just make Aba to be livable. And then nothing came out.
Okay, let's move on. Somebody says Obi will win in court. Okay, Chinedu Mba says Sonolu did not win Lagos State. Governor, later, time will tell. Obiama Kema says Otti is like Atiku. Anya Francisca Chikanele, it's a victory to all of us. To God Almighty be the glory.
Amen. Forever and ever.
Amen.
Okay, they're waiting for Enugu State. Let's see what happens with Enugu State. For the fact that, for me, looking at what happens in Abia, I'm not particular about the person. I'm particular about the fact that people who have the power to change whoever that does not, perform. My street, a day to governorship election, they can't dig the dredge. They can't put signboard. Can't they dig the gutter. So they return and say, "Oh God, when I vote for us, we will complete this road." I don't vote.
It's always a strategy. It's always a strategy. Okay, let's say that kind of thing. At least you know that's okay. I know I'm supposed to do them before, but I can't they fuck up. But at least if they did that kind of thing in a bike, so that still be better. Like, okay, let's start it when they vote us.
Shouldn't have been okay. It's nonsense.
Because I don't know.
And I think this next 4 years, by next 4 years election, I think it will be tougher than this time. Because most people,
do you know how old that will be?
Some people that were unable to collect their PVC, they will now go and collect it again. Now,
funny enough,
and I think
nobody will
majority of them will they would actually work now, even if they've not been working so much. Okay, let's say they've been working maybe on the scale of 20%, 30%. Now they will increase it to like 55 or 60.
People that will work are the newly elected, though.
Those ones that
just have second term.
Those ones are here.
They know that this is our last
time. Second term, they will show their.
They want to work, so the next person that they will be bringing in, they can say, okay, you know, I work now. You trust me.
It's not really work because they are selfish. Probably if you guys have forgotten, they're actually selfish. I feel that is the ones that just entering for the first time. They'll be like,
want to work so they can
the
get
way we
second time.
Here, you know, it was not
funny.
Please let's try and do something. But those ones that have their last tenure at this time, they will work, but they will not really work to anybody's satisfaction because they are living.
If they don't work to people's satisfaction, they will risk the whole party going out.
Do you think
they will risk the entire party?
When someone won the election, they declare someone. The next 2 days, he went to a construction site
He was looking at how they are going on with the construction.
See, until it's been completed, then we can draw
Is
a
that one
conclusion.
strategy?
Until it's
Is this
completed,
strategy?
then we
Lagos
can
is
draw a
working.
conclusion.
Okay.
It's all right. It's all right.
Okay, on Twitter we have the Redeemed Christian Church of God and Adeboye. They have been under attack over their not speaking out against what is happening. Dakpo Abiodun, the INEC declared governor of Ogun State. Adeboye sent a representative to relate to the governor. I think our brother is sleeping. Wake up, our brother, to help us put the picture.
It's all right.
There's a picture of Abiodun with some of the representatives from the Redeemed Christian Church of God that they were sent by Adeboye, the General Overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, to correlate the governor.
Abina, what would
I know on Twitter,
what would you do?
yeah.
You don't win, be say you don't win, and unlike other states that they took their case.
They say the Redeemed
the
Christian Church
court.
of God is the Christian arm of APC.
That's what some people are saying now. Because they'll feel like, did you send anybody to go and congratulate Sheyi Makinde of Oyo State? You send anybody to go and congratulate Sanwo-Olu or some other governors? Or you should have just congratulated all elected governors. I think they should have just congratulated.
Ogun State, right? So that's his governor.
I think even
During
aside
Buhari
of
time,
the state
the Redeemed Christian Church of God, they went on a protest walk.
with Osinbajo.
So during that time,
Yeah.
they protested against the government. Now, why is it at Buhari's tenure they didn't protest? They were indifferent.
Some people said maybe because Osinbajo was there. Some.
So you see evil, you speak against evil. That's what the church should stand for. Not that you're now, because you're that's how the unbelievers behave now. No, it's the same thing unbelievers behave.
Are you saying?
I said, no, irrespective of who is.
I think you should
concerned.
have just generalized it. Like, congratulations to all duly
Pastors have been
expected
speaking against the
representatives.
evil, the carnage. You see Oyedepo, you see all the pastors are speaking against the evil in society. They stopped speaking when Buhari entered.
You know, this is what they will tell you, that they are men of God. God have no.
The men of God stopped speaking in the Redeemed arm when Buhari entered.
Maybe,
Why were they speaking before?
wait, now maybe God was speaking to them then.
I think I'll get that video. I'll send it to.
You know, there's something.
The video or the picture where the general overseer of the Redeemed Christian was.
Hold a placard.
Yeah, had a placard.
I
Wait
remember.
first.
I
You know,
remember. I saw the
you know,
picture.
our religious leaders, they are fond of saying something. God has not spoken to me yet. Okay, God told me. Maybe
It's not
God
about
didn't tell
there are
them
people
to
under
say
your
anything.
influence. They have
They don't want
under
to
their
inject their own personal opinion now.
You can, if somebody is going wrong, you can say this is wrong.
They will
You're
tell
a
you that
shepherd.
God didn't tell them to tell the people.
Someone corrected
It's just
us
funny.
here. Mr. Ademola, he said Adebayo is not from Ogun State but Osun State.
Adeboye.
Gladly taken. Thank you so much. Yes.
But you know, the Redeemed camp is in Ogun State.
Yeah.
Well, maybe the
They
relationship
gave
between.
them land to build their camp.
So they are
Maybe.
dragging the regime, and the Dial Israel, the APC youth leader, is
He's
a pastor in
In
And Tinubu's
Redeem.
wife as well.
Tinubu Rice is a deacon
In
in Redeem.
Dickness.
Yeah, deaconess in Redeem.
Well,
God
You know, when it comes to religion, you know one thing I like Nigerians, when it comes to religion, they want to
they run away. They don't want to associate themselves. They want to. They want the.
when
wrath
it comes
of
to
any man.
ethnicity, they will jump.
They will come out. It's because we
Of
are
course
scared. We have this illusion of someone will place a curse on you for speaking up or
It's
something.
not,
There are many
it's not
pastors that have
about
predicted that so person will win, and they don't win. Their church members will not even speak against that.
And they won't stop going to the church. But to be the one that my afar predict that this person, if you know, I'll tell you afar, you're waiting more for the nonsense you're saying. Waiting
You
concern
got me to tell him what to move
from no, it's not as if you, it's not as if you go to him directly, but you know that for this person to have said that God told you that this person will win and he didn't win, then that means God did not tell you anything. You were just telling us.
And
You were lying to
particularly,
us.
like during Jonathan's season, they went out to protest. But Buhari season, that like one of the best in the history,
Yeah.
nobody came out to say anything.
And even during the election period, whereby pastors were standing for who they were supporting,
I'm not saying
clerics
I'm
coming out.
not saying you stand
Okay.
for anybody. At least when something is evil, speak against it. Disassociate yourself from it.
Maybe it wasn't evil on their own part.
I
Say
know.
Well,
get-
I don't.
You know-
I
you
don't-
know-
They
it's a
are
matter
being
of
dragged
interest.
online on Twitter. They are being dragged on Twitter.
You know, it's a matter of
I
interest.
believe that he would definitely speak out.
I know when it comes
to explain
after the whole.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure it would actually address it.
It's normal in Nigeria. Now, when someone is doing something, it's okay. What about Odimeje that said he will soon die, and now he has come out because the whole thing is trending now.
So everybody's even catching cruise on social media. Okay, let's move on. The last election, the police has said that it arrested some persons for electoral offences.
How many people?
Yes, over 30 people.
30 people, including that Hausa man in Bauchi that was spending.
No, that one has been released now.
It has been released.
In Lagos State.
Okay, in Lagos.
Lagos police arrest 36 persons for electoral offences at the just concluded governorship election.
So after the arrest, what happens next?
You know what about Nigeria is that, as you don't look, if they allow the media and press to monitor whatever they do, that's why I like in America. They will be in the courtroom when they are doing the job. There will be videos. Even this one that are doing projects. What I want in New Nigeria, what I want, if you are going to do any project, take a camera person that is with you and not with you.
Yeah.
A neutral person. Let them record what you are doing. If you are doing a road, let an independent body come and test the soil and report it. Whatever you are doing, let it be recorded so that people can get evidence. These people that are arrested now, they will not. Nobody. The people that will know they'll just make it.
Have we even seen all
this closed door? Do you
even know their faces? People that are supposed to be arrested are not being arrested.
The video that we're showing on, I don't call the name of the channel. They were facing their back now. You will not see their face.
Okay, is that right?
See, well, I'm not even, I'm less concerned about, arresting them. But what have you been doing to those people in the past? If you have been prosecuting those in the past, it would actually, not motivate these ones to come out and start snatching ballot box. So that means after you arrest them, probably 5 days or a week, then they have been released back into the system and they start, enjoying the dividends of their newly achieved democracy.
And the Udain spoke about like they are going to make sure measures. That is many after death for me. After
is it David Udain or
Ben Udain said they are going to look into the case and everything.
Yeah, they should keep looking into it, We never stop looking.
Okay, let's move on.
Nigeria.
If you're watching, you can be part of the program. You can contribute through the live chat, and let's get your contributions being part of the program. We talked about Odumeje, the Indaboski. He said probably he's come out to debunk that statement he made online. He said that he has finished his work and he's going back to God. But he has come back to debunk it. People will miss him if he goes. He said there are some powers he has not released. There are some powers he has not used.
Nigeria.
What I don't understand is like
play that video.
I respect him as a man of God.
Play.
But then wait. Has he?
You respect him as a what?
As a man of God that he is, because I was not there.
Gosha, you are a woman of Gosha.
Wait, because you know why?
No, answer me.
I was not there the day God called him.
Me, I know they like. See,
so
you are a woman of Gosha.
Yeah, I'm God's child. I was not there the day God called him. That's why.
When he said that, and I remember that green.
Hey, they said
this is my own. No, I'm not.
That's why I saw the power the lion used.
When he said there are some powers. Please let the voice come out so I can hear from here.
That's why I saw the power the lion used. In the Boskipa Hose is power. Lebadusi Prelamande is power. Abido Sheka is power. Dabus Kapash is power. Lefase Pare is power. Ganduka Gandusa is power. That's why I saw the power the lion used. In the Boskipa Hose is power. Lebadusi Prelamande is power. Abido Sheka is power. Dabus Kapash is power. Lefase Pare is power. Ganduka Gandusa is power. Those powers I have never touched them. I never used them. I am still in the Boskipa Hose. Wow.
He said he has never touched those powers. Libra Doski Lamande. That is a man of God, though. So he gets some power he never use. When Jesus said all power in heaven and earth I give unto you.
This can you see? So what are those power he was?
So when he said so, I tried looking at that.
But that thing he's saying sounds like tongues in my ear.
No, anything, all those kind of things sound like tongues.
Lebrahandes calendar. It doesn't sometimes sound like tongues.
But you know there are some names. There are some names that are not tongues. If you have a copy of the Book of Moses, there are some powerful names there are some people actually call those names. Those names are not just tongues. They are names whereby you don't just call them. They carry spiritual forces. So at times when they call these names, I just feel like, just they call name. Maybe say we don't even know about it. And some people know about these names. So, but many of us don't know. We just feel like it's just in spirit. He is far ahead of everybody. He's in another spirit entirely. And not of this world gone.
Who is it?
I don't know. Many people. But all these
the people that are doing that part, they are calling him.
That Alaye come bro.
Yeah, okay, maybe.
That I say,
we gave you power.
When he was saying it, he was not conscious of saying it. If you watch the video, when he said it, he was saying it and just said it by the side. He didn't know that people would pick on that thing he said.
On what he said.
Say Aruchagon Malaba. That's what he said. So people had to pick on it and look at try to make meaning.
Well with Nigeria,
but now let us solve the issue now. The issue now is how do the Lagos State government and others reconcile what has happened at the governorship election.
That's something nice.
Reconcile.
Right now.
What has happened as well? Okay, the ethnic this thing. Well, I think Nigerians normally, after the election, few weeks, few months, there will still be this kind of tension in the atmosphere. But next month, upper month, 3, 4, 5 months, everybody forgets again. We continue and move on with our life. It's just natural. Nigerians move on too quickly.
But you have not solved the issue now because people are having grudges in their hearts.
Nigerians will just move on. Before you know now, Nigeria will start playing football. Hey, go, Osimhen. We don't forget.
There's one thing about this.
Nigeria is already playing ball now.
Yes, now we'll be playing on Friday.
It is also serious. The litigations in court.
Do you know yesterday?
It's going to keep all these things alive.
Yesterday, Nigeria
we still overlook it.
Nigeria was declared as the 95th happiest country.
Can you see?
In the world.
Despite all the rogbodion.
See, there's one thing about Nigeria. No matter what happens, life goes on. We cannot kill ourselves. Because we'll not be today with the sea shaggy. In fact, we are shaggy. We are shaggy ourselves. So what is it that our eyes have not seen? It will not bring out blood.
Because at the bus stop, someone will say, okay, if you know like the result of the election, carry your load, go Anambra.
There's a particular guy on Instagram.
As if the person goes to Anambra, okay. Wait, so if
Yoruba fought.
If Mama Chukwu if Mama Chukwu leaves Lagos and Papa Ifeyiwa leaves Lagos, Daddy Chikodi leaves Lagos, and like Daddy Chukwu leaves Lagos, Daddy Chukwu leaves Lagos.
Daddy Chukwu,
and there is no Iya Chiamaka on your street. Don't you think that it will be stress and load on you before you now walk down to where Iyabeji is selling something? It's not
even possible. It's not
stuff like that. So I don't know why we are just treating
that one is natural.
Like
some
people those that got married themselves, Igbo, Yoruba.
People have moved on.
Funny enough, a lot of Yorubas are marrying Igbo ladies now, and a lot of Igbo ladies are marrying Yoruba guys.
It's just these people are not fighting.
I know that I will not collect bride price.
Bright.
No, you will not collect bride price because you are marrying a Yoruba lady.
In case she decides to come back. I understand. He actually heard my dad say something.
You will not collect bride price. I don't understand.
I know what he's talking about. I know what he's talking about. In case the man decides to go and marry second wife, he says, I'm not doing again. You can come back home. Come back after that.
So if you're going to marry, just do celebration. I'm not collecting.
You not collect bride price. He go shock you.
In case you want to.
So when he reached time to settle matter. We know that it's going to be express. You are going to go through express.
I'll my daughter straight up. Let's go.
No go pass.
You shock your daughter. Daughter go say, Papa, no be go marry me. Now my husband be this one. I know they go anywhere.
It don't happen. Okay, let's move on. So I know that because there are some people that if they are here, this argument will go to next tomorrow. Yeah. Because we seem to be liberal. You are not talking about that man on the street that already have that bigotry, hatred in them that they hate anything Yoruba, Igbo.
Me, normally I don't move.
I encounter with them.
Someone actually did that to me once. I came out to a place whereby I was trying to explain myself, and then the person would be like, "Are they talking that? No, how do you say? Are they talking that? there's a way they you know those guys on the street. There's a way they speak like. What is they do this one now? I talk once they follow me, they speak English. Say now only you go school. I felt embarrassed actually. I was like, so how do I explain myself? How do I say if I understand this language now, the local language that you speak?
If last man catch you and you are Chukwuemeka, they catch you and you are Chukwuemeka, just know say it's not good.
Support your
and people are pushing for C of O's, revoking C of O's. Look, all those things they are pushing. These people that are the helms of power are the ones that are going to champion those things. So that's what I'm saying, it's not going to go away for a long time. They are hell bent because they don't want something that will repeat itself, that repeated itself, that happened from 2025 to repeat itself again.
Yeah. Can I tell you guys something that happened? Because my dad told me that during his young age he was in Lagos. So it was because of the intimidation that he got. Imagine years ago. I'm talking about 1970 something. The intimidation that he got. That was why he came back. He had to relocate back to Port Harcourt. From Port Harcourt, he now went back to my state. He said he was hawking. And then the way they address him, like if they want to call him Igbo boy, there's a way they address you that you as not like there's this way you not feel like you're not important in that place you are. You know, and then because of that, my dad, when I was coming to Lagos State, my dad told me something. He said, "This is what I went through when I was in this town. Don't bring a Yoruba man to my house." Straight up, because of an experience he had, and to him it was a very horrible experience.
Yoruba guys are okay.
Not all, obviously.
Yoruba guys are lovely.
Am I
not all.
Okay?
The Yoruba guys, they have
not all.
Not all.
They have starting. It's only God that give them the grace to finish.
Yes, that's one thing about
starting
them.
in what sense?
Now the grace lies with the lady.
Yes.
To finish,
not with the man.
Yoruba guy can toast, can wine, can approach a girl. Okay. They are very good at that. That's the starting.
They have the key
Okay,
words.
so what's the finishing?
The finishing is staying with one lady.
Have you seen me with numerous ladies?
Are you married? Are you married?
Even some Igbos that are born in Lagos, they're not doing like Southeasterners.
I observe that. They follow suit.
Yeah.
They follow suit.
Yeah.
You know, see, I came to this town, and because of where I'm coming from, the mindset I already have of where I'm coming from. So when I came here, even some people were like, I'm a social person, be like, it's very difficult to believe because of, okay, this is how we are, where I'm coming from. So why is this person like this? You know, I sometimes I doubt it to be like, I'm not sure. If I trace it, everything about you is
and there's another thing. Igbo ladies, they like the sweet words. Like you touch them.
I would have played that video. There's this guy on Instagram, Oye Mike. He said something. He said, aside all this Yoruba and Igbo nonsense that all these politicians are playing, that Yorubas forever would always love Igbo ladies.
They love us a lot.
We always love them. See, we love them. Forget, they deal with us 100%. There's nothing about
Tinubu's son married Igbo. So most of them
married Igbo.
And they marry yellow girl like Gladys.
Very beautiful ladies. Can you imagine?
So Igbo ladies, they like the sweet word, touch them at different areas.
They
know that the Igbo guys, you Akpuruka, they don't.
No, there is money. They are looking for money. They will tell you, I want us in small. I want us in small. It's not for you. All the money I'm making for is not for you.
Ironically, there's this thing I know about Igbo guys. They believe that the money will do it. Will do the talking. But Yoruba, it go first of all give you that look. Say, hey, they do.
Ironically, the Yoruba girls not like the Igbo guys.
Exactly.
Because they are looking at this guy will take care of me. Yes. Not even saying. He will take care of me, transform me, everything. So this is
good.
And Igbo guys don't really like. That is in Lagos. I don't know. I've not been. Don't really like Igbo girls.
In Lagos.
I've heard of that thing.
Igbo guys in Lagos don't like Igbo girls in Lagos. Do you know why? Because it's not their fault actually. Most of the Igbo girls in Lagos, they loosen up themselves too much. That's my observation. They loosen too much. You know, because Femi have talked too much and he has confused her head.
Femi. Kai.
You know, she has fallen so many times for too many Femi and Shegu.
And
then
I have 3 sisters. They are married. One got married to Yoruba. Another got married to Edo. Another got married to Calabar.
Edo girls too. Damn.
Edo, Kogi, Benue.
Lebedu. In the Boski.
I wanted to say that's the power you've not used that. You've not used that.
You know what about Benue and Kogi girls is that they have diamond in them. It's just like, you know, when something I have not like unearthed.
Not mind the
not mind. Yeah, they have diamond in them. That's why I like Kogi, Benue, but the one I don't like Calabar.
I want to like Calabar ladies.
No, I don't like.
They know how to take care of guys when it comes to the bedmantics.
Don't underrate Benue.
You know, they are just in close proximity. They are competing.
See, Benue, they can give birth to 7 in 1 year, so that's exaggeration. 7 in 5 years. 7 in 5 years, you know.
So the interwovenity between the Igbo and Yoruba,
when it comes to the other room, it's just too much.
And I don't think it will go a very long time, except God come down.
One of my uncle actually got married to Igbo as well. So my sister is even based in Enugu State. So you can see that we are interwoven when it comes to emotional side.
So it's the politicians that are causing all these things.
It's the politicians.
If you're watching, what will you have to say about what we are discussing here? How do you look at the intermarriage between the Igbo and the Yoruba?
The politics and everything.
Igbo and Yoruba.
You know,
currently now me I'll go marry Yoruba.
Wow.
Me like this.
This one never ready.
I go marry.
You never ready.
Na Canadian.
When you already would know.
I don't marry Nigeria.
When you already say would know. Right now, no way.
I used to say Igbo girls they do the place they get sense too much.
They actually have sense.
They go smart you have.
They have sense.
Why they go?
You know, I met a Yoruba guy once, so he didn't know I was Igbo girl. So when he wanted to ask me, he not asked me. He started with the worst before he now asked me, what's your name? I said my name is Gladys. He said, you don't have a native name. I just smiled. I said, the guy is about to be glad. I said, you don't look me. Are you evil? I said, no, wow. I asked him, I was like, why? He said, evil give not two guesses. Do you know why? Because the ones that actually loved at home, the Igbo girls that are loved at home, those words that you're coming with is not going to move them. You understand? It's the ones that are not loved at home, they're looking for words that will help their life. Do you understand now?
That means they're not loved.
They're not loved at home.
Wow.
So the ones that got all those pampering from their daddy, from their brothers, you know, when you come outside, they'll be like, what's this one saying? Is that all the word you have? Is that all? You know, it will be hard for you to convince them. But those ones that they're looking for shoulder to lean on.
Please God.
You can't tell them anything. So because of me being an Igbo girl, the guy say, now what? I'm like, what happened? He say,
But there's something I actually like about Igbo ladies. They are straightforward.
Very, very straightforward.
If they tell you, forget this thing, nothing they did, just forget it. When they tell you, okay, let's say you ask them out now that, babe, now what's up now? Maybe we'll run 1 or 2.
Igbo ladies,
if she agrees,
not Lagos Igbo,
not Lagos Igbo, but Igbo ladies, they'll just come out straight
Lagos,
with you.
I'm in
Lagos, or Lagos Igbo that
was not born here.
Grew with their parents.
That grew with their sensible parents.
Yeah. Not those ones that are in the.
Do you understand what I said? That grew up with their sensible parents who actually gave them training.
Yeah.
Because see, there's something I saw recently, whereby how can you as a parent, you stay with your children, your child will go out, bring things from a man and come back, and instead of you to scold the child because she said that you take, you will not scold anymore. You will not correct because she brought something and she's giving it to you. And it's happening here in Lagos State.
Yeah.
That's why I say most of those Igbo parents here in Lagos, when they get home, they will have questions to answer.
Wow.
Because they didn't train their children. That is why my dad, I was not trained in the village. Once in a while, my dad would take me and my younger ones to the village to go with my grandma. So when we are doing like we are this, the correction
grandma will bring you back to planet Earth.
Then when you come back, our brain don't research. Maybe no one wash plates before, Abi.
You go wash.
It's alright. Come back.
Okay, let's move on. I think we are getting close to the end of the program. Looking at what we have said, looking at how Igbos and Yoruba can come together in Lagos,
I think the issue will be resolved with time. Time will heal everything.
Yeah.
Time will make sure that people forget. I hope the people in power, the politicians, don't stock this to remain in power, so that we shall have a country. But what I look for is that people have rushed back to the Biafra, the Oduduwa agitation because of what just happened. And Tinubu saying that they should reconcile. Let it be sincere. Arrest those guys, prosecute them. Let's know that they are in prison for inciting whatever incitations they are. But there's a video he made. You saw that video?
That he said he actually could do or something.
No, Tinubu, he made a video after the election.
Really?
Yeah, yes, that was yesterday.
He made a video.
What did he say?
If you go and look at that video, I saw somebody that was not ready. Ready for reconciliation.
Okay.
Like genuine reconciliation. He said something like this. He said, when they come to Lagos, when they start with down, they come to Lagos, they give birth. 12 years, we give them free education. Blah, 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 blah. Now, they are coming to claim one year or the other. I'll send a video to you. You transcribe it. From there, he now said, we are not saying they should not go, but we know that we have gotten to power. He now told the people around him, say, the one that is remaining, could they
What's that?
The one that is remaining, let's leave it at that.
Okay.
You understand? So I looked at it, I said, oh, this is Tinubu.
Okay,
if
we're
it's
seeing
doctor's
it in
video,
the midst of people.
newsmen were there, people were around. After he voted now.
We will never come outside to say that in public.
So when I saw that, I looked at that psychologically, and I thought, wow, the politicians are the ones causing this trouble. I hope it is resolved. Let's look at Enugu election. I think they have postponed that coalition of the Enugu election, but Abia has
Alex Otti has been declared winner.
We have one for NNPP, one for Labour Party, 15 for APC, like 7 or 8 for
and Labour Party still
PDP.
expecting their win in Enugu State.
Yeah.
No, anybody can win. Any other report before we close?
No.
I think that's all. This Abia State election is actually sweeting me, honestly speaking.
For a long time, I've not traveled. I think I'll travel this time for almost like 7-8 years.
It's not Igbo anymore.
When they said you came to claim our land, it was you. How can you not go back to your fatherland since 7 years? Really?
Years.
So what are you?
So what is the justification that I'm not able? What is the justification I'm not able?
You are Igbo by looking.
And by name.
By name. And by appearance, rather. You are Igbo by appearance. You know, I don't know how Yorubas know Igbo people. What they say, they know.
People said I look like
Igbo.
They say, and there's a way it sounds.
Igbo.
As if you are.
That's what they say.
You are nothing. Like.
No, it's not as if you
It
are
annoys
nothing.
me actually.
No, you don't understand.
They will know
me,
your name.
I was born and bred here.
They will know your name.
They're not saying it like as if you are nothing. You're like
they're saying Malam, Aboki, all those kind of things.
No, you don't understand. You know my
it's
name.
like it's like a cruise.
You don't need to call me by my name. I'm like, then you hear that Omoibo Lane. That one I don't know how they. I'm like,
it's like cruise.
Because I don't understand Yoruba. You're calling me Lane. I feel like you're
even if they know your name, they can jokingly call you Omoibo. Something like that.
Your one is okay now. There's a way it sounds Omoibo Lane. There's a way it sounds like
your copper people are the one who causing that trouble.
You know, be like, what did I do? I was like, okay, what did I do now?
Even looking at it, the difference between Igbo born in Lagos and Igbo born in the village is that the one that come of late, they take things personal.
But the ones
when they speak the language, they take it personal. Yeah. When you are speaking in language and a thoroughbred Igbo is passing, when I speak the one person here, you understand? So they take it personal when you speak that language, and they are the ones that have this ethnic more
in them.
Because over there, I'm not surprised APC don't get vote for that place. I'm not surprised.
Oh my goodness! Like, okay, it's all good.
But if they pursue everybody going village, all of us they need to pursue.
At least for one, let's go and develop our place. I don't understand how you can you.
Me, everybody got a pursue.
Let's go and develop our place, but seriously, people will look
it's
for
not
us.
get to a stage. You now start collecting international passports. Go to the standard.
You people will look for us, and you miss us.
Like you said, Nigerian.
See, if you see,
no, they no go
if you
go.
see,
Igbo
you
man,
don't go anywhere. But now all those girls, I beg, we don't leave them.
That's what man say.
Yeah.
Ele dey first shey. All those girls go like they no go.
They don't go anywhere.
Yoruba men like Igbo girls.
Hey,
And I know why they like Igbo girls.
Don't say it aside. It's a code.
Don't say like Akwa Ibom girls. They call all them Igbo
Akwa Ibom girls is stress.
They call all of them Omo
Akwa
Igbo.
Ibom
You don't understand. They call all of them Igbo girls. Both Akwa Ibom, Cross River. Funny enough, they see Akwa Ibom, they say Omo Igbo. They see Cross River, Omo Igbo. They see Warri girl, they say Omo Igbo. They see Delta.
Among the
You're the only
girls.
one that know.
It's not like that.
You're the only one I know. Do you know I served in Delta State?
Yeah.
You get, and then those Yoruba colleagues that I had then, when they see the Delta girls, Urobolando, we be say, I don't even hear what they speak. They'll not say all these Igbo people. I'll be like, which one is it? They are not Igbo. I was not the one explaining to them. They are not Igbo people. They say, and as soon as they do, I say they are not Igbo. I am the only Igbo person here. These ones are not Igbo.
Oh, God.
You know, but it's all good. We are one. As a matter of fact.
In Christ Jesus.
Not even in Christ, we are one. How do you not know that your grandfather is not related to my grandfather? Because we are all in one place before everything started. That's the question I used to ask myself. We are all one before the next.
If you are going by that now, Adam and Eve, no one Adam and Eve. You and Buhari, you can be brother and sister.
It's possible. But
You
just
and
that
brother and sister. Hey, distant brother.
it's possible because I've seen people. I tell people I'm Igbo girl, they say how now? It's not possible.
Gladys,
They don't believe me. I'm like, why would you believe me?
You are looking like Alima.
Because me, I'm seeing that at the end of the day,
Kano South.
the person that will marry Gladys will be Alaji.
Wow.
Maybe it will be
If the person is not Igbo before is Igbo, the person will turn to Alaji.
See, can we end this show already? We need to end this show because this Christian is beginning to interview a lot. May you marry Cotonou girl? I don't understand.
But Cotonou girls are actually okay.
They are
No, it's Brazilian. Forget Cotonou.
Yeah.
No, Brazilians
Brazilian.
are beautiful.
No.
But South Africans, they
Go and marry South
carry
Africans.
Bakazuru.
No,
They got the Bakazuru.
Brazilian. If when you talk, let's say they are soup. South African soup is vegetable. Brazilian soup is edikai.
Oh my God. I think let's
Someone said Abia, God's own state, it begins. My sister, we are not one. That's coming from Obina Nechifo.
Okay, let's thank you very much everyone for being part of the program. Please click on the like button. Help us click on the like button and subscribe to Flip TV. Till tomorrow for another exciting edition of the program. Web of Flip TV. I'm Christian Chuku.
Yes, thank you so much for watching. You can follow me on my Instagram handle at I am Zubi Glad on Instagram. I am Gladys Aloze. Zubi Glad if you want to call me that. Thanks for watching.
Alright, I'm Olajide Taufik Olamide. Thanks for watching Web Watch. Till we see you again tomorrow. Bye for now.